Oh, tomorrow night you'll be here, right, Gershon? Right? Oh.
Hello there. You miss me? Good to see you. All right.
Nice to see you.
I can be home tomorrow.
Yes, unfortunately, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fortunate for us.
The weather is okay there. How's the weather?
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Good.
That's sweet.
Good. Enjoy.
Thank
Good night. Be well.
Here is also nice. You saw it took the snow away today. Why? Huh? Who? What? Why did you take the snow away? So, they have trucks, Lawrence. Took the snow. Oh no, forever. Now they come. Now when it's melting. Enough shot. Okay. The Sechtes Sanhedrin, the Ayin Aleph Malchin Daser. Welcome back, our friend Rab Tovia from Florida. Welcome back to Shoavei Mayim. Says the Gemara. Okay. Ayin Aleph at the top. Ein das mit Moira easy daf. And the Shem's help. Ein das mit Moira ad sheyochel basa yishte yayin. You don't only go with Moira until you eat meat and drink wine. If you ate all foods and didn't eat meat, very nice. This poor kid, this Ganov, he ate all sorts of food, but didn't eat meat. Shasa called mashke, drank all sorts of mashke, but shasa yain, not wine. That's not considered a rebellious kid. Until he drinks wine and he drinks wine and eats meat. Shanema, this is word for word what we had in the Mishnah. The Pasuk says he is a zoilel v'soivei. What's the translation? Zoilel v'soivei. Zoilel is going on meat. Soivei is going on wine. How do we know that? Now, how do you attach the cheder zoilel v'soivei? No, it's a Yiddish. What is it? A zofa. Yeah, how do you say it in the? How do you attach in cheder though? Zoilel v'soivei. A gazla, what's the difference? Oh, yeah, one's a gluten. Oh, that's the word, yeah. Right. That's the word, yeah.
But it needs after wine?
After wine. After wine. No, take schnapps.
Not schnapps, not water.
No, not water, no, the orange juice. Wine. Wine is something that entices a person to keep going. Keep going. Says the Gemara, Shnema. Al tia b'soiva yain, b'zoyle basalamai. V'omer, the Pasuk says, so it says in the Pasuk, the soyava yayin, which means you see the word soyave is going on wine. So when it says soil the soyve, it's going on wine. The zoyle basar is zoyle, it's going on meat. So when it says this kid is a zoyle v'soyve, means he eats wine and meat. V'omer, the Pasuk says, the Pasuk continues there. Ki soyve v'zoyle yivarish. A man that's busy with soiva v'zoilel, he drinks wine and eats meat. You know what's going to happen with his bank account? Yivarish, he will be broke. You know, there's people that are addicted to gambling. You know of such people? Terrible thing. And the bank accounts get relinquished. What's the word? Emptied. Yeah. You know, done. You know, that's a better word. Yeah. That's what happens. And this person is the same thing. He has an addiction here to yain and basar. So his bank account will be down to zero. Shnema, he'll be poor. Ikroim talbish numa, and he'll have to wear tattered clothing. Amrem Zera, Karayasha Beis Medrash. Anybody that sleeps in the Beis Medrash, Terasa Nas is like Karoim. Anybody that sleeps in the Beis Medrash, that means middle learning. Russian learns, yeah. And then his Torah will become pieces. A piece here, a piece there, a piece far in Shlaf, a piece after the Shlaf. Zweite Sache, auch etwas. No. Right. Shanema, how do you know this? Ikroim talbesh numa. Numa means sleeping. Numa means sleeping. And the man that will sleep, He'll have kroim talbish. He'll have ripped Gemara. His Torah will be ripped. It's pieces. No, that means it'll be all zishtickelt. All zishtickelt. Even this world. Right.
Start talking about
Trump. Yeah. Who? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Ganav Mishal Aviv, the man stole from the father. V'achal b'shus Aviv. He stole from his father and he ate in his father's house. He don't know. Right. So if you gamble from the father and you eat it in the house, no, that's not ben Seder Moira. Or you steal from other people, and you eat it in other people's houses. You steal from other people and ate it in the father's house. All these cases, the kid will not be a ben Seder Moira, and we'll see soon why. The only case is until you steal from the father and you'll eat Rishus Achirim. At Yigdam Rishus Aviv, Yom Rishus Achirim has to steal from the father and eat it out of the house. You get it? That combination. Father's wallet, eating it elsewhere. Yeah, going to be a big svar coming up with the Gemara. You have to steal from the father and from the mother. You have to steal from the father and from the mother. It says, what's it say? Marzik, I don't think Gemara. Says the Gemara. What's the svar of this? You have to steal from the father's wallet and eat it outside the house. Why? You steal from the father and you eat it. It's just the father. Even though the father's money is available and accessible, and there is a concern, he'll keep repeating it. But if he eats in the father's house, boys, he's going to be afraid. Why? Because the father, hello, where's his money coming from? You buy yourself fancy steaks, so he won't be able to keep doing it. He won't do it. He won't be able to keep doing it. He'll get stuck. Boys. It's definitely what, it's no concern, he'll keep doing it. If you eat it from other people, you steal from other people, and you eat it in someone else's rishos, Afgav Deloy boys. Nobody will tell him anything. He's sitting in a restaurant stealing meat. He's not afraid. He can't get hold of the other people's money. So that's not going to be a concern. He'll keep doing it. It's not so simple. The Kolshkein, you steal from other people and you eat in the father's shus. That has both problems. First of all, you can't get hold of other people's money. And secondly, eat in the father's house. Where's this fancy supper coming from? Who paid for that? And you'll start stammering and muttering and mumbling. You get caught red-handed. Boys. Did he steal from the father? You have to steal from the father and eat in the shus achirim. Then the shchiach level boys. Then it's shchiach, common, because the father's wallet is open. Boys, and it's not afraid. Won't get caught. Not afraid. Good. Maradik. Good. Very good. Very good. We spoke this morning, and everybody in the Shia this morning agreed to the concept. Now, I don't know about you. You tell the kids not to take Nash from the closet without permission. How well does that rule work? You never catch them red-handed? Your kids are tzaddikim. We catch the kids red-handed. A heen and a hair and the hair and the heen. That's what happens. Sheichle, it's there. On the brain not to steal. That's especially in today's generation. Yeah. Right. But through the week, it's kenzach back with some of your kids. Right. Very good. Right. Yeah, like it. Says more in the Malik Brasio Kashadov. If you see review the Oima at Shigdim Shal Aviv or Shal Imoy, you have to steal from the father and the mother. From an Imoy, how the mother money, Imoy Minale, which have money, Bashkans Ishakana Baila, anything the woman's kind of, the husband's kind of, or base Nina, Misuda, Mechanis, it means differently. Supper has been laid out for the father and the mother, and this rebellious kid comes, steals it. That's what it means. Supper for the mother. It doesn't mean the mother's food, it means the mother's supper. Right? Yom the father. That's what it means. Now, Rashi adds, the father has a chiyuv to support his wife. Give her to eat. There's a chiyuv for her. So the Gemara, Mesuda mecheres la'avel imoy. Freddy Gemara, Amar Reb Chana bar moilda. Amar Reb Huna. Ein chayev at shik the boss of Azoil. Yochel yai Azoil. Yishte. It says you're not chayev when you steal food. You have to steal money and buy cheap meat and buy cheap wine. It's not. You can't steal food. From the money that's set aside to buy supper for the father and the mother. That's what it means. That's what it means. It's always the terrorists. There's always a way how mothers can have money when somebody else has backed at them and says, I'm giving it to you on condition that your husband has no shaykh to it. I'm not she'el balarishus behen. I'm not she'el balarishus behen. Good. So you give it to, you tell the woman, I'm giving you money, but your husband shouldn't own it. You can do that. You can do that. The what? To shop for food, yeah, whatever. A man, her father gives him money. This money is not going to your husband. It's for you only. The husband can't have to use it. Eat. If it depends if he wants to give it to him or not. But he's stealing money, not to get food. This kid is stealing money. What? Why not? No, the word says the Bensori Moira doesn't steal food. He steals money. Doesn't steal food. He has to steal cash. It's like the Mishnah. If the father wants and the mother doesn't want. The parents are not on the same page. The kid won't become in Seira Moira until they both want. If the mother is not compatible to the father, we'll see in the Gemara right away what that means. If the father and the mother are not compatible, and the kids won't become in Seira Moira. Says the Gemara, let's see what this means. Say what this means. Say Gemara, my inner ruah. What do we not roy? What do we not roy? Says the Gemara. If it means that they're not compatible because the Torah doesn't allow this marriage is forbidden. This marriage is illegal. It's against the Torah. That's what it means. Who cares? The Maisa, it's the father and the mother. So who cares? They're not compatible. Yeah, compatible. Biologically, this is the father. That's the mother. Says the Gemara, it means something else. It means to have to be the same height, the same tall, the same fat, the same skinny, the same voice, the same everything, same complexion. Not shy. What does it say? If the mother is not like the father in the same voice, she has a woman's voice, he has a man's voice, or the same height, or the same look. They don't become in Seira Moira. My time, what's the reason? They say our unanimous voice. He didn't listen to. We have the same voice. So when you have a wife and husband have the same voice, you have some men that have women's voices. I met some such people. To an extent, you know. Medical being on Shoavei Marav and I'm being on. Medical being on, since you have to have a voice. The same, because Bekalenu. You have to have the look and the height also. Who's the girl like that we said? The whole parasha of Seira Moira is something that never happened, never will happen, and it's impossible to happen. Yeah, it's Gemara. This is Gemara. Yeah, so the Gemara, yeah. I had it before also. Says like 20 days ago. I think so. So but why did I write it? It's Rosh for Kabbalah Schar. It's a good drasha and just get schar for learning it, but it's not a relevant halacha. Sure, come on, right? Actually, it also helps mashkichim. Beginning of the Elul's man, Tashki Seitzei, gives them what to talk about. Because it talks about Ben Tzori Moira, that beginning of his life, going the wrong direction, and that we see the future. So we tell the Bochrim just came to Yeshiva now in Elul, full of beginning. So it helps mashkichim a lot. Not good svar? Who? Yeah, still halachas. Yeah. So tomorrow, yeah, very good. Who's this going like? Who's this going like? Reb Yehuda. Come on, Reb Yehuda. Give us same Reb Shimon. Reb Shimon also holds this thing is not negeya. Why? The tiny Reb Shimon, because he ate a piece of meat and he drank some wine. Well, the parents are really going to take the kid to be stoned because he stole $20 from the purse. I mean, which parents are going to do that? Parents won't do that. He never was and never will be. Why is it written? Rosh for Kabbalah Schar. Rosh for Kabbalah Schar. Darish did I get schar. Yeah. Yeah. Really? Really? Oh, yeah. Ready? Says the word. Amar B'Yechel. Oh, yeah. Amar B'Yechel, I was there. Anir EC B'Shavgal Kivroi. I was there. What are you talking about? Didn't exist. I was at the person's cave. Toy Nitman said that this is the grave of this kid and Sotomayor. I was there. Don't tell me it never happened. Come on, also the Tanya. But also Tanya in the Dachas. In the Dachas never happened, never will happen. Same thing. It's impossible for in the Dachas, a whole town to do Avodah Zarah to happen and then destroy the town. It never happened. Why not? Why can't in the Dachas happen? Command Kerbleza, the Tanya, Bleza Oima. The Bleza says, Call Ir Sheyesh Ba Filim Mezuzah Achas. If you have a town that has one mezuzah, Ein Oinas is Ir the Dachas. It can't become Ir the Dachas. My Tama, Amakra, if it has one mezuzah, Rashi says, not only a mezuzah, if there's one sefer in any one of the houses in that town, then it won't become Ir the Dachas. Oh, Shanem at Amakra. It's called Shalala Tikvoit El Toikru Chayba. It's called Shalala. All the spoils of the town, you put them in on the street and you make a huge fire. Like given the Ikim Mezuzah, if there's a mezuzah, you can't burn it. Why? It says you can't burn mezuzahs. So that's why you think there's a town in Klal Yisrael, there's no mezuzahs, and I hope that's still true today. A whole town, whole area you live with no mezuzahs. Yeah, and no sfarim. It says the Gemara. Rabbi Yonah says, I was there. Same again. So Rabbi Yonah said, I was there. Oh, Rabbi Yonah said, Aniri Isua. I saw it. Yeshavti Atila. I sat on the ruins of this town. Man Osler. Other Tanya, third thing that we have that never existed, never was, never will be. But also the Tanya. Beis Hamanuga. Loi hoy of Loi Asid Liois. Beis Hamanuga. Loi hoy of Loi Asid Liois. Now, a house that had Nigon, Hatzaras, you have to demolish the house. It never happened, that never will happen. Why was it written? Rosh for Kabbalah Schar. Darish Liat Schar. Come on, Kerbleza, Shimon. Come on, Kerbleza, Shimon. The Tanya, Kerbleza, Shimon. Why is it so hard to have a house that has a nega? Now, this is a hard Gemara. No, why it can't happen? It's very random. Only if you have two grisim, a gris, size of a gris, on two stones, the shteka salim, the Karen's obvious. In a corner going from one to other, you have a gris on each one. I mean, what are the odds this should happen? Very shver Gemara. Why is it shver? That's the arkuk shtei grisim. The length is two grisim. The size, the width of a gris. this should happen, has to be extremely random. Never happens. The question is, Hashem sends Negoim for people that sin. That's why Hashem sends Negoim. What if it didn't happen? Why shouldn't it happen? Yeah, well, how does it this Gemara? Won't stim. That won't never happen. Won't stim. And it's very sure. What's the first cash? It can't happen. Why? Because so far-fetched. Not far-fetched. Hashem does it to find the treasures, like Yomi said. Why the far-fetched? Right? Why the far-fetched? Says the Gemara, my Tabri of Lezer of Shimon, the Ksiv Kir. Says in the Pasuk Kir, you find an egg al Kir, or Ksiv Kirois. And then it says Kirois. Eiza Kir, Shika Kirois. Which wall is like two walls? And the Oima Zek Karen's obvious. That's in the corner. It's a wall, that's two walls. Let's go around the bend. Tani Amr Blaz with Tzaddik, what are you talking about? I was there. Mokim Hoy B'Tchum, Azza. You heard of Azza? You heard of Azza before, yeah. Southern Israel, the place that's the 51st state. This is the Azza. This is the Gemara talks about this, and it takes Israel. But current Oisai, Charbasa Segirta. They called it the Charbon of Segirta. Charb means because it's a place of Tzaras. Amram Shimon Ishkvar Akoy Pamach Salach LeGolol. I went to Golov and received Makim from signs Oisai. I saw there was a sign up over there. Be aware. Avodim Menegais Pinel Sham. The stones on the Negoim over here. No, one second. So this is a raya that does happen. Right now, should find find the treasures. Same pusik. Right, the mensch. It's a shresh to Gemara. But the Gemara says, now what's first raya? I was there. I saw a sign. These stones are Tomei. Stay away. These stones are Tomei. Stay away. It's hard to look at Gemara because maybe who said there's a house that fell down? Maybe just a few stones. I don't know the answer to that. Right, maybe just a few stones. What? Right. Says the Gemara. If one of the parents were missing a hand, a chiger, missing a leg, or he was mute, or he was blind, a cheresh, or he was deaf. It doesn't become Sarimoira, but Tafsi boy, you have to grab hold of him. And if they don't have hands, then they can't grab hold of him. And not if they are missing a foot. And the Pasuk says, they take him out. Obviously, they can walk. Okay, it's for the battery is very low. It's going low. What's the charge? It's going low. As soon as you die, yeah, it's up to 5. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead. But the Imru, they say, Le'ilman, they can talk, they're not mute. V'nei zeh, v'loi sumin. V'nei zeh, not if they're blind. And then Shoavei b'kaleinu, v'loi charoshin. Oh, this is an interesting one. We have to hear the kids say, no, I'm not going to listen. But if the parents are deaf, then they can't hear that. They can't hear that. Master therefore, their parents have to hear. You warn in front of 3 people. The Gemara will ask, why you warn in front of 3? You tell the Sari Moira, okay, kid, enough's enough. We don't like the way you're behaving. It's not going to end up well. So you warn him. I'm going to give him Malchus. And then it goes again. And he does the same thing, steals meat and wine. Didn't Be'esmer Shloisha. You get 23, they on him, will kill him. And in this class, they stone this kid. And in this class, don't get stoned. Until you have 3 of the first were there. It's talking to the same people. It tells them, hey, you remember this kid? We've been here before. It's all in the same 3 months. It's all in the same 3 months. And you say, sounds like more. Okay? So these are requirements necessary. And the famous vod, why you have to have the same voice. The famous vod, they say that parents that argue and bicker and fight, a parent's not on the same page, you can't expect the child not to be Ben Soyer Moira. If the kid sees that the parents are not compatible, she says yeah, he says no, he says no, she says yeah. What do you want of the poor kids? It's always like developed, right? And that's why it's worthwhile. If you have a different opinion with your wife, how to deal with a certain child. You have a different opinion how to deal with a child. She wants to go this route, you're on a different route. It's worthwhile, although you're right and you think she's wrong, and that could very well be the case. But it's way more beneficial that you should say nothing. Very beneficial. Talk about the kids, better for the kid, let the mother be wrong and don't contradict her. Now, it's not always so easy. We never say it's easy. But sometimes she can really be wrong. Not so easy. Oh, but that's a sachway beneficial. Better for the kid. Be wrong, but don't. I say I'll be a koilech. Now, I never understood this word because we're not punishing the kid because he did something wrong. Punish the kid because he's going to end up no good. So it's the parent's fault that he didn't have a kiss. That's always like the belt. Tell me more. Shmash would not be in crocodile sif. From this mission, you see, you take a pasuk literally, face value. Be in crocodile sif. Says more no. Shani crop. Why? You see, you have to have hands and feet and all those requirements. It looks like you're taking the pasuk very literal. Says the more shanacha no. The kula craw you say the whole pasuk that says that you have to get hold of the kids and take him out. Oh, why do you have to say get hold of him? Of course, just take. Bring the kid to Shiur. I mean, why do you have the whole drama over here? Why do you have to have a whole drama? They say some voice of Shiur, just to kill him. And am I? It's come for this Russia. Right. Says the Gemara, a master of the Shloisha, and you warn him in front of 3 people. Says lovely. Why do you have to warn him in front of 3? This hasra, Rashi points out, is not a regular hasra like a person that's B'chal Shabbos. You warn him. Because that you're warning him right before he does the act. Here, the Tzorah Moira stole once, and you tell him, kid, enough's enough. Can't happen again. So it's not warning him now for the future. It's not like a regular asra. But for the Gemara, why do you have to have 2? Normally betray like why 3? Master of the Shtayim, you warn him from the 2, or Malkinois Lishloisha, and he gives 3, give the Malkus. Malkus ben Soyer Moira Hechiksiva. Where's the Mekoyer of Malkus ben Soyer Moira? Says the Market Bavo. The Amr Bavo. Lamadnu v'Yisru. Bavo is talking about how do you know a man that speaks Moitzi Shemra against his wife? How do you know he gets Malkus? So you learn it from the pasuk. Here it says Yisru Oisoi. Moitzi Shemra says Yisru Oisoi, and it says by Ben Soyer Moira of Yisru Oisoi. And Ben Soyer Moira it says would Ben. And it says in the Parashat Bacchus, "V'hoyam ben hakoyser rasha." Therefore, that's how this chain works. That chain works. Good. That's how you know that a kid gets Malkus. It says ben. I'm going to ben from hoyam ben hakoyser rasha. Chazav kilkol nidbachaf gimel. How do you know that? And we said you have to have one of those people that were there earlier. The Diyonim, 3 of the Diyonim that were there originally when you gave this kid Malkus, they have to be on the Bezdin the next time round. Like you tell him, tell the Bezdin, but then he's there. Oh, you recognize this kid? He's been here before, huh? Comes here too often, but then he's there. Says the Gemara, what do you mean? Hi, be boile, Zevle Sumin. Already have a pasuk. Zevle Sumin. In Kelichta Benenu who? Not Benenu Zeh, say Benenu who? Why does it say Benenu Zeh? Shema Minot Tarti. Why does Benenu Zeh? Say Benenu who? Of course, you have to have Benenu to say that Zevle Sumin. Say Benenu who? It's also enough. Now, the word Zeh says not blind people. We have that by a Goddess of Pesach. There's the Gemara in there. Remember the Gemara, Avram Sochem. If a Suma is Chayiv in a Goddess of Pesach, it says in the Pasuk, Bava Zeh also Shamli. Zeh. Zeh means I'm pointing to something. If the person saying it can't see, he can't say Zeh. The Gemara Darshan Zeh, Suma is Potter of a Goddess of Pesach. Remember. Same Drash. Okay. Now we have a Lomdish Sugya. This Lomdish Sugya, David Silf. Says the Heilige Mishnah. Barach, this kid, ran away. He made a Vayivrach. he realized that he's Tsaurus. So he runs away. Actually, before the final verdict comes out, he's gone. By the time he comes back on the scene, he is already 13 and 3 months. He's 13 and 3 months when he comes back on the scene. Potter. Hey, where have you been? I conveniently ran away because I knew that the Beis are going to pass against them. Okay, you want to pass now? Sorry, you're overage. You're overage, Potter. Even though the Din Torah began earlier, Potter. If you the guy, kid ran away after the ready signed and sealed the deal, and he comes back, I don't care when he comes back. Whenever he comes back, then he can be chayev. Says the Gemara, Amr Chadina. Okay, makes sense? Makes sense. Says the Gemara, it's very good. Yeah. Says the Gemara, Amar, Reb Chanina ben Noach, Shebirech es Hashem, Vachach Niskaya Potter. Ben Noach, that was Mevarach es Hashem when he was a goy. Now let's get this very clear. Understand this Gemara. Goyim, whatever Avera they do, they get sayif. They get with the sword, kill with the sword. Almost every Avera, maybe it's one exception. Correct? Now, so goy cursed Hashem, he's got to get judged, kill him with the sword. And then he became a ger. Became a ger. This guy, then he became a ger. Potter. He's got to be Potter. Why? Because now he's a Yid. So now you say, I have now a different status. Because his din is different. Why is his din different? Because now his misa will be, now he can be Potter, he can have 2 Eidim. And when he's a goy, 1 aid enough, 1 judge is enough. You don't need all the requirements. Number 1. Number 2, until now his misa was Sayef. Now his misa is going to be Skila. So you can't give him Goyish misa because now he's a Yid. So we're stuck. Therefore, he will be off the hook. He'll be off the hook. But that's not what it is. A Yid doesn't get that misa. He doesn't get that misa. That's what the Shia this morning. Why don't we say Gesh Dag V'Lodom? Right? So I said, you can't get off the hook by becoming a ger. It's not so posh. Gesh is Kaya Kachalonadami. The Gabe Averas that apply. Simon is Yid, Simon is a goy. The Moshe. The Chavis Yoy, the Chuma said, does all this money become a hefker? Gesh Kachalonadami, let's make another Kiddush. No, it doesn't become part. So it doesn't mean Kachalonadami for that. Doesn't mean for that. Says the Gemara. But no Shpirach Hashem. We say a different reason. Because how we start a dinoi, the start of Misasai, because the start of dinoi, the start of Misasai. A new svara. You can't give him that punishment of a goy. How give a yid a goyish punishment? Kiddush. So name a Messiah. Let's figure out for our Mishnah. Barach actually dig Madinoi. The Mishnah says if the guy runs away and before you finish the din, then he becomes a gadol Potter. Why? What do you mean? He did that very earlier. Done. Why is he Potter? Elamai. Because now you have to look at the now. Don't look at the past. Don't say, well, let's judge him for what he did then. Elamai, you have to take into consideration what's happening today. My tama, la mishum damrinon, hoil vishtani. Since he changed, he changed. That's not the reason. So who did by a ger? Even though he did that very when he's a goy, you can't punish him the goy's punishment. There's a change. So no, that's not the chat. Shadihacha the avad hashda labak talavu. No, here there's different. In the case of our Mishnah, if he'll do that very today, if he will become a ben today, there's no punishment because he's over 3 months. So the time has expired. Over there by the ger, say when a goy is Mavarach Hashem, or say he's Mavarach Hashem, you get punished. So just because now he's a Yid, who said that makes any difference? But over there, if you do it today, it's Potter. So we can't judge him today on something. If you do today, it'll be Potter. That's the max that you can prove for the Mishnah. You have no right for this case. You have no right for this case of We have no raya for the case of by a case of Baruch Hashem. It's all the same. Toshma. Okay, let's try the safer. Toshma imishnik badinoi. Imishnik badinoi. Sure. Oh. Imishnik badina borach. If the Mishnah says, when you finish the din, he runs away, once we already made the psak, we issued the psak. If you finish the din, Borach, he runs away. Then he becomes a god chayev. Why chayev? Why chayev? I thought you told me he changed. What? Says it's not a raya, right? Why? Nigmadinoi, Kamras, Nigmadinoi, Gabra Katilahu. He is a dead person. He's dead. He's dead. What? Safer. Safer. There was a psak. The what? Nigmadinoi. Mishnah had two cases. First case, the Mishnah is he ran away before the psak. Then we said, and he comes back after 33 months off the hook. But if he's Nigmadinoi and he comes back, then he'll still get executed. He can't run away. He can't run away. Says the Gemara, Toshma. Therefore, there's no raya from our Mishnah to this halacha. Now let's figure out if you have a raya. Toshma. Let's see this clearly and slowly. Benoach shikas chaverui. A Benoach, a goy, that killed his fellow man. What misa does he get? Saif. All of the Shavitz Benoach, we will kill him with the sword. Benoach shikas chaverui. You born Eishes chaverui. Or is born Eishes chaverui. Veniskaya. Potter. Then he becomes a ger. He's got to be Potter. Benoach shikas chaverui. You born Eishes chaverui. Either he did nus or Boris Meira becomes a ger. Potter. Mamash riot. This halacha. 1 second. Also can be Israel, but if this goy killed a yid when he was a goy, or he did nus with the Eshes Ish of a yid, but this guy then he becomes a ger chayev. Then it's chayev. No, it's chayev the yid. We'll see. So, 1 second, we're going to get this with Dov. Rabbi, don't stim. Yema, hoyle stani. Right? Why do we say that he's going to be chayev? He did it when he was a goy. Now he's a yid. And you say, since we can look at him now like he did the yid avera, since he was born a yid, and a goy that will kill a yid, or goy will do Eish, the yid gets killed. So he gets killed. Am I name a oil? Then ishtani. Says the Gemara, no. We only say this by dinoi umisasa bi'inon. Only when we change the din and the misa. Meaning, only if you change the din and the misa. Meaning, if you change the din and the misa, the marshal, by this case, by our case, Ben Ner Shebir Hashem, the misa is different because a goy that does it gets saif, a yid that does it gets skila. Plus the din changes because a goy can have 1 aid, 1 dayan, no warning, but he has to have more requirements. So therefore we say, by Benoach Shikas Chaveroi, a goy that kills a friend, what punishment does he get? What punishment does a goy get? Saif. What punishment does a yid get when he kills a yid? Saif. A yid kills for tzika. Saif. Since they both get saif, okay. Therefore, there's no drastic change. There's no drastic change that took place. Therefore, it doesn't matter, take care. Yes, only if he's changing his status. Now his misa should be a different misa. Then we say, okay, since you can't get his new misa, you didn't do it when you were a yid. So what misa will give you? No, that we don't say. That's clean all Gemara. That's not the Gemara. I might name a hoyel ishtani. Have a dinner misasa bidon. By dino ishtani, the dinner changes, but misasa ishtani, the misa ishtani. Says the Gemara. 1 second. There was 2 cases that we mentioned. We mentioned Ritzeach Oh, he mentions nus. Baritzeh, you're right. Bishla Baritzeh, you're right. Beikara Saif, Pashta Saif. Originally it was Saif with a sword, and now it's also a sword. You're right. Same Misa. Ella Eishasish, but Eishasish, Meikara Saif, Pashta Chenek. Eishasish, a goy does Eishasish Saif. Now he gets Chenek. So why do we say that he still doesn't get Misa? Says Gemara, no. You know what we talk about? Talk Narmer also. Talk Narmer also. The Idinini Biskila. We don't talk about Asian we talk about Narmer also. A girl that's a Kala. A girl that's a Kala, we say she gets Skila. A guy doesn't, she gets Skila, he doesn't Skila. Same Misa. Same Misa, then even though you become a ger, you won't get off the hook. Frankie Mark, if you look at the price up, but the price says, Ibal Asian said Ibal Eishas Chaveiroi. Not Narmer also. But also came Israel did the Eishas Chaveiroi Gatan. The case is Ibal Eishas Chaveiroi. And says Gemara no. He's like yes. Kala b'chamura meshach shaykh. If the Yiddish punishment is less than the Goyish punishment, Lamash. A Yid, a Goy that kills gets Saif. A Yid that kills gets Chenek. What's more? Saif or Chenek? Saif. So now, to give him Chenek, the Yiddish punishment is not a problem because that punishment he had when he did it, he had more. But in Saif, you also have Chenek because Saif is more than Chenek. So now he becomes a Yid. Give him Chenek. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Now you give him Yiddish punishment. When he did it, he was Chayv more. Okay, give him this. Give him this. Right? So Anich Rabban on the Amri Saif Chamor. So you get it. Now a new svara. If the Yiddish punishment is less than the Goyish punishment, then you give it to him. It says Anich Rabban on the Amri Saif Chamor is good. Elib Shimon Damach Chenek Chamor Michael Meima. But if you have Shimon that says Chenek's Chamor, what are you gonna say? Shimon says Chenek's more Chamor. The Yiddish punishment is more Chamor. Says the Gemara, if Shimon saw like a Tara and Nashir, no, like a Tara and Nashir, the Amar, we have to help copy. He holds every goy that does any Avera, doesn't get Saif, gets Chenek. So now it's the same. Correct? Therefore, Bishla, very good. So both pieces are the same. A goy always gets Chenek, and now it becomes a ger, still Chenek. Same. Eish by goy, eish by yid, same. So tomorrow 1 second, but all the way around, you got messed up now. What about killing, murdering? When a yid murders, what do you get? Saif. A goy murders, what do you get? Chenek. No, Reb Shimon. Now we switch to Reb Menashe. We say Reb Shimon holds Reb Menashe. The Amar call me spirit is like a noach ein ele chenek. Every goy gets chenek, not Saif. Just turn the tables. So now everything you have to rethink everything. So as more Bishlam, Eishasish, Meikara Chenek, Mashta Chenek. Eishasish fits like a glove. He did the Eishasish when he was a goy, Chenek. Now he's a Yid, Chenek, fine, fantastic, wonderful. Ela Ritzayach, Meikara Chenek, Mashta Saif. But Ritzayach originally was Chenek, now it's a Saif. Says the Gemara. So why doesn't he get off the hook? Says the Gemara, Kala b'chamura Meshach Shaychi. Kala b'chamura is the same. That originally is supposed to get Chenek. Chenek is more common if you're Reb Shimon. Now I get Saif, that's fine. Because this is less of a punishment. That's fine. So well, Leima Masailik. You get it? Leima Masailik. Sarcha Vacha Bagra, you have a girl. Yeah, she did nose, she's a Narmer also, and then she became a Begaris. Now Narmer also gets Skila. A regular girl does nose, gets Chenek. She did nose when she was a Nara, and now, Shasta Din Torah, she is a Boigeres. What punishment does she get? Tidum Bechenek. Get Chenek. Skila by Tamanoi. Why not Skila? Lamishum, the oil is Tani. Because it's Tani. Because get Alcha, it's Tani the Gamri. So there, only a slight change. She became a Nara to Begeres, and that's already enough to exempt her. Because get Alcha, the Tani Gamri. Here, Kalvachana here, that is the Tani Gamri. That is the Tani Gamri. That is Tani Gamri. Says the Gemara, no. Actually, there is a girsa, says the Gemara, that you get skila, not Chenek. In this case, it's go. It's nus, Confused and narrow. Now, he actually said you get skila, not chenek. I had the Mishnah. That's the Mishnah we'll do again maybe tomorrow. Ben ceremony, Nil Hashem Soifai. When ceremony gets killed, because we see the direction, you always document, you always chayev. Shall be sas shana shoyim. When you try to die, it's a beautiful thing for them. Stop doing a virus. It's good for the world. The tzaddikim pass away. Yain b'shina, wine and sleeping. The Rishoim, yeah, it's good for them. Hana for them, good for the world. Let them sleep. Let them wine. The tzaddikim Tizal Rishoim. If the goyim don't have an alliance, they fight together. Ukraine, Russia, Givaldik. Let them fight. Kill us Rishoim when they get together. Rishoim, but it's tzaddikim. Second Rishoim, it's quiet. There Rishoim bad news. It's tzaddikim. Okay. Then it's Shem Morgan. The name is Basiris Leibel. We'll see you guys tomorrow here, back here.